BBC Radio 2. 10 to the top.
Let's welcome Dan Robinson in Bromley. Welcome, Dan. First of all, Dan, I hear you're quite the fan of the Back to the Future musical.
Yeah. My wife took us for my birthday. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, so it would have been 50-ish. Not going to specify. I went in a bit cynical. I was like, they can't possibly recreate this because, it's so iconic, the film. And then we went, and it just blew my socks off. We've now been like 12 times, and we went on the penultimate show because they've just closed. So we went on the second to last show that they were doing, and we actually bumped into Bob Gale, who was the producer of the original movie, because he was just wandering around in the audience, and we were just like, "Hi, Bob," and he was like, "Oh, hi." What a guy! What a lovely guy!
Yeah, it's good. Great stat.
It's like the perfect film. I can't tell you how many times I've watched it. Everything about it, it's impossible to fault it.
Got any hobbies? Do you collect anything?
So I have a bit of a strange one. I collect crisp packets from other countries. This kind of started on honeymoon, and we went to Thailand.
Hang on. Stop right there. There's a red flag. So you're on your honeymoon. You decided to collect crisp packets.
No.
Is everything all right with you and Victoria?
Everything is fine. She tolerates me perfectly.
Sounds familiar.
I just bought a few packets of crisps while we were out there, and then because I'm a sort of a graphic designer by sort of training, I'm sort of fascinated with design, especially when you go abroad. So I just started bringing them home, and then before you know it, I've got like albums, and I've got 60 or 70 of them, and it's kind of grown. It's one of those ones where, I'm not hurting anyone. She puts up with it. She's fine.
That's basically, I'm going to reference 90% of the male population. Yeah, I play golf. She puts up with me. Yeah, I collect railway trains. She puts up with me. I like F1. She puts up with me. Yeah, bravo. How's your music knowledge?
Very broad in what I like. So hopefully it'll cover me. I've never had a 65 as far as I'm aware, but I'm okay.
This is your run on 10 to the top. Good luck.
Thank you.
To the top on Radio 2.
Complete the title, please, of this 1995 hit by Björk. It's also what?
Quiet.
It is. It's also quiet. For 2 points, Up the Junction was a title of a 1979 top 3 song by which band?
Squeeze.
It was Squeeze. 2 points. This one's worth 3. It's your first piece of music, so listen up. Eurythmics followed up Sweet Dreams Are Made of This with this reissue, which was a climber into this week's top 10 in 1983. What's the title of this song, please?
I think that's Love Is a Stranger.
It is Love Is a Stranger. Next one is worth 4 points. The 1991 single, I've Got News for You, was the final solo hit for the former lead singer of The Undertones. Who is he?
Fergal Sharkey.
It is Fergal Sharkey. Now keeping our water clean. Bravo, Fergal, for 5 points. When Smokey Sings was a 1987 hit. For which group?
ABC.
Yes. Hey, doing really well. 5 out of 5. Here's your 6-point question. Which group, fronted by Errol Brown, said, "Heaven is in the back seat of my Cadillac" in 1976, "Put Your Love in Me" in 77, and "I'll Put You Together Again" in 78?
Hot Chocolate.
Yes, it was Hot Chocolate. Good luck for 7 points. Which 1981 tune by Duran Duran begins with the sound effect of a camera taking a series of photographs in rapid succession?
Girls on Film.
It is Girls on Film for 8 points. In what year did Katy Perry spend 5 weeks at number 1 with her debut hit, I Kissed a Girl?
I'm going to say 2005.
We were doing really well.
Oh, mate, it's the year every time.
It is the year every time. It was actually 2008.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, unlucky. We're going to start again. You've got 2 questions left. This one's worth a point. It's your final piece of music. R.E.M. had 7 UK top 10 entries during the 90s. Here's one of them from September 1994. But can you name the song, please?
That is What's the Frequency, Kenneth?
It is What's the Frequency, Kenneth. For 2 points, but we're playing your Joker. It's now worth 4. Name the New York group, please, whose 2001 top 10 single was called Flawless, and it was successfully sampled 3 years later by George Michael.
Ooh. You know, I don't actually know that. No idea.
Oh, they were The Ones. Well, Dan, you did ever so well. You scored 29 points.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, very good. Take that and party, as the boys would say.
BBC Radio 2, 10 to the top.
This is Christine Rowe in Lichfield. Welcome, Christine.
Hi.
Christine, at your wonderful age of 25, you can still do the splits.
Yes, I can. I mean, it's getting a bit harder as the years go by, but I still do them every week just to sort of keep supple, etc.
Yeah, good for you. Nice. Do you enjoy exercise? Is that your kind of thing?
Yeah, it's important, isn't it? Important to keep fit. I still do a couple of spinning classes a week as well. And I've done the marathon, I've done the 3 Peaks Challenge. Yeah, I like to keep fit.
Good on you. You like going to music festivals as well?
I do. I love, Glastonbury mainly, yes.
Go on, tell me what Glastonbury does for you. Why do you like it so much?
Oh, it's such a mix of music. I go with my daughter, who's obviously 30 years younger than me, but we can go to different gigs and then meet up in the middle. But then you don't even have to know the music. You can do a yoga class or learn salsa. We've had our fortunes told there, and it's just an atmosphere. I feel safe there, walking on my own at night. It's just wonderful. Love it.
Collective euphoria.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's addictive. You're a keen gardener.
I am, yes. I have an allotment. I've been on it all weekend, suffering a bit as a result, but really enjoy it. Lovely getting out in the fresh air, and obviously lovely to eat your own produce. I had my first picking of asparagus on Saturday, and I've had it for tea Saturday night. So
hang on a minute, how'd you do it? What'd you do?
Just lightly grilled it, served it with some salmon and new potatoes. Beautiful. Oh, and I ate one raw on the way home in the car.
Oh, very nice. All right, well listen, you've got 29 to beat, Christine. All you've got to do is focus and concentrate. All right? Get all zen like you are on the allotment, okay?
I shall try.
Here we go then. This is your run, Christine, of 10 to the top. We wish you all the very best of luck.
To the top on Radio 2.
Complete the title of this 1982 Top 40 debut for Simple Minds. It was called Promised You What?
Miracle.
Yes, Promise You a Miracle. Well done. 2 points. The 1971 solo number 1, My Sweet Lord, was written and performed by which of the Beatles?
Harrison. George Harrison.
Well done. It was George Harrison. This is for 3 points. So listen to this piece of music, please, Christine. Here's the song that was sitting at number 2 on this week's chart in 1977. Can you name the singer, please?
that was Billy Ocean.
It was Billy Ocean. 3 out of 3. Here we go. Good luck. Come on for 4 points. Which band had their biggest hit to date with a 1997 top 3 single called Say What You Want?
Texas?
Yes! Well done. Say What You Want for 4 points. Well done. This one's worth 5. Auberge in 1991, Nothing to Fear in 1992, and Julia in 1993 all reached the top 20 for the musician Chris who?
Ria. I better play my joker, please.
Ooh, right, okay, I like this. We're playing your joker on a 6-point question, which means it's now worth 12. Good luck. Shut up and let me go was a 2008 top 10 hit by which act?
Ting Tings. I saw them at Glastonbury. You know.
Well, there you go. Well done. Yes, it was the Ting Tings. You get 12 points. For 7 points. On her 1995 cover version of a song by Mark Cohen, where did Cher say she was walking?
Memphis.
Yes, it was. Have you ever been?
No.
Oh, it's a wonderful place. For 8 points. Happy birthday to Paul Carrack, who turns 75 today. Now, in 1989, he sang lead vocals on this worldwide smash by Mike and the Mechanics. But what's the title of this, please?
Say it loud. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear.
Mike and the Mechanics. No.
Oh, it's such a shame. It was The Living Years. We tumbled down the ladder. We've played your joker. This one's worth a point. It's your year question. It's a good one, this, though. You might get it because it was a big tune. In what year did Nena spend 3 weeks at number 1 with 99 red balloons?
It's going to be 98?
84.
Way out.
Unlucky. Last question's worth a point. The huge 2003 novelty tune, Fast Food Song, was performed by a trio who had the phrase fast food in their name. Who were they, please?
I don't know. Fast Food Collective.
It was the Fast Food Rockers. Hey, well done, Christine. You scored 34 points.
No.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes, well done. You played your joker perfectly with the old ting tings.
Wow.
So well done. You get the smart speaker, which means, Dan, you get the coffee mug.
Nice. Yes, thank you very much.
Well done, Dan. You did really well.
Oh, that was such strategic use of the joker there, Christine.
It was.
Well, I thought I better had before we got any further or to the year question.
Well done. Thank you very much to you both. That was a great round. Very competitive. 29 loses out to 34. Bravo, gang.
Thank you.
Cheers, Vernon.
And remember, if you're listening on a smart speaker and you missed the start, no worries at all. You can rewind to the beginning. All you've got to do is just say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to rewind to 10:30 a.m. And if you've been out and about and you missed the quiz, it's all right. You can sit down with a couple later and play it in your own time. Just say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to play 10 to the top.
10 to the top on Radio 2.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.